I liked pretty much everything. I mean, it was, it was very easy. Listen, there are two lights. It lights up green when you're doing, putting too little pressure on, and it lights up red when you're putting too much on. And that's, became fairly obvious how to use that. Towards the beginning, when I first got the crutches, I used I had to connect it to my phone so I could also, hear it. But over time, I didn't really need that anymore. I was just looking at the colors. And like I said, over time, I didn't really even need the colors anymore because I started just intuitively to know how to walk with those numbers in mind. It taught me
Hmm.
what it meant to put that percent of weight on my foot. Trust my doctor, and so that was good. And he told me for the first 2 weeks, I thought it made sense because it was the crutches enabled me to know what 30% means, what 50% means in terms of weight bearing. Otherwise, I'm using my best judgment as to what it means. So it felt good to get, he wanted me to shoot for 30%. We set up the crutches with that goal in mind. And then within a short amount of time there afterwards, I learned what 30% meant, by looking at the feedback from the crutches. And, after a while, I didn't really need to look down anymore. And I didn't really need to, have it connected to my phone anymore because it enabled me to know, what that number meant. And I learned what it meant, essentially. If the goal was for me to follow the doctor's directions, then I would say a 9 or a 10. How much it ultimately ends up helping me, I don't know because, how could I know? I just knew that,
Right.
like, I trust my doctor, and he obviously trusts you or trusts this product that it would be helpful. And to the extent that I was able to put on the proper amount of weight or very close to it for those 4 weeks that I was using your product, then I would say it was very successful.